everyone. Um, Thank you for joining me today. I'm waiting for my guest. This will be my first guest, so I'm very honored to have Favor. I think that's what she prefers to be called. Favor is a mental health advocate, and I'm waiting for her to join the studio. We're back to StreamYard. As you can see, the beautiful home. Anyway, today my guest she lives in Nigeria, and she contacted me through a friend of hers who was, I guess, impressed by my other videos. And so hopefully Favor is going to join in a moment. And we're going to talk about depression. One second. And there she is. Hi there. Hello. Hello. We're waiting for you. We are live. And I'm waiting. Okay. That was Favor on the phone. So hopefully we don't have any technical difficulties today. And we're waiting for her to accept the invitation for the guest. And we're going to talk about finding gratitude in the midst of depression. And it's especially important during this time of the year. The holiday season is upon us. And here comes Osagie. Hi there. Let's see. Can you hear me? Let's see if we can. You can also, I think, live stream it to your Facebook page now. I'm hoping that, hold on one second. I hope that you're live and you can hear me and see me. I'm trying to make it that, one second. I wanted to do like a side by side. There you
Okay,
are.
I think yeah, we're
Go.
good.
Hello,
Hi, how are you doing today?
lady.
Thank you. So
How are
how's
you?
been your day? I'm very well, thank you.
Here, I'm going to do this side by side here. How's that?
Okay, I
Can you
think
see
this is
that?
fine. Yeah, this is okay.
Okay, we're live. And I wanted to first just introduce you for, quick 5-minute introduction as to how we found each other, who you are. Uh,
Okay.
that a friend of yours contacted me after seeing one of my videos,
Yeah,
and that you're a mental health advocate.
yeah,
And
that's right.
so I want to introduce you a little bit and talk about how did you get into the being a mental health advocate? What prompted you to start doing your own videos, and also the business that you started where you're giving donations to what you sell and what your
Okay,
company is?
okay. Thank you so much, Hala. I hope I pronounced your name very well today.
I hope I said it right. You prefer Favor, right?
Yes, favor, favor.
Favor.
Yes, yes, Favor.
And I'm Alla.
Okay, that's great. So I'm just going to quickly give a brief breakdown of what force culture it's all about, and then what brought Favor into mental health advocacy. I think I've shared that with you before.
Yes.
Okay, so force culture was founded in 2020 during the pandemic. The whole world was on lockdown, so that was what brought the whole thing about force culture, and I saw the impact the pandemic was having, not just on people physical health but on their mental health. And very few attention was paid to those areas. Nobody was really talking much about it. I don't know about the US, but here nobody was really talking much about it. I was like, okay. And I said, this is an opportunity to lend a voice, to be a voice for mental health advocacy. And, you know, I think I also shared, I've had my own share, just a little, but not, it was a minor one. It was a minor one, not as severe as what other people might have experienced too. So I said, this is a perfect opportunity to, to lend my voice to advocate for mental health, knowing fully well how it was affecting people, and the stigmatization around it, just trying to make mental health a conversation that anybody is comfortable to talk. You can be comfortable to just say, okay, this is how I feel, this is the state of my mental health. So that was how first culture started, and we started advocating for mental health. Then that gave birth to first culture, actually, where we focus, our major focus is on depression, anxiety, trauma, and self-love. That's what we are basically into in Nigeria. We are based in Nigeria, West Africa.
And spell the name. How do you spell the folk culture so that
Okay.
people know what to look for?
Okay, so first culture is spelled Foskulture. So
F.
culture,
Mhm.
Foskulture. First culture.
And it's your company. And what do you sell so that you can donate the funds back into the community?
Okay, we've not even started the donation yet. Like I
Okay.
said, we're just in the process. So we are trying to open, because for you to do run campaigns and so many other things, you need money. So you need some funds. So we're looking for avenue to how do we raise money that gave birth to First Culture e-commerce store, which we are still building. Hopefully this month we are able to launch, all things being equal. So on that e-commerce store, we want to spread mental health awareness through products. We want to sell products. Then from there, we can generate revenue so that we can be able to run campaigns.
So that's something that's really interesting to me, that you want to do a business where you start the business. You're actually studying accounting, right?
Yes, I studied accounting.
So so I think you would be a very good businesswoman. And I
Thank
saw
you.
you have like 600 more followers on your YouTube channel,
Yeah.
and you can also give people your YouTube channel handle, which
Okay.
has
It's
the false culture.
but it's still first culture. It's still the same name. Yeah, first culture.
So it's at on YouTube. It's HTTP YouTube whatever slash, and then at false culture, and there's some numbers on the end there. I think your channel,
Yeah.
it was like 37 something or
If they want to check us out, what we do, you can just go to YouTube, click on the search icon, then search Force Culture, Foskulture. So
and they'll
we,
find you,
yeah,
and people will find you, and from
yeah,
there they can watch your clips and videos and stuff.
videos, yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
All right. So that's really interesting to me. And I think that maybe we can have a relationship where, I promote you and you promote me.
Of course,
So,
of
so
course.
it's, a friendship, but it's a business
Collaboration,
deal
yeah,
too.
that's right.
So, so I want to go because it is the holidays, and even I think yeah, you're right about, when everybody was pretty much quarantined during
Yeah,
COVID, when COVID started. I mean, people couldn't get together. The only way to communicate at that time was, text and video and Zoom, and there
that's
was
right.
people were stuck in, literally everybody was stuck in the house, or if you went out, you had to have a mask on, and so it was a very difficult
Moment.
3 years, I think, at least 2, 3 years, where people, needed to they if if someone was already in a depression, then it took
Yeah,
them even further into a depression, or people who never had depression were getting into a
depression.
the depression mode. And so it was really difficult for people to communicate, because no one in our generation had ever been through such a pandemic.
That's right. That's
So
right.
now we're past that, but the holidays make a lot of people depressed even more.
One, that's right.
And so we want to talk about, how do you cultivate gratitude in the midst of a depression? How can you pull yourself out of it? What are, small baby steps that you can take to, just breathing, maybe exercising, the all the different things that you can do, go outside, breathe fresh air. There's if you're and also, I think it's difficult a lot of the time for people who to connect spiritually, to
Yeah.
go back to the source of their own culture, whatever that may be, because
Mm,
we live in a very, at least here in the United States, it's a very diverse culture.
yeah.
We have different, so many different religions, nationalities. We have the melting pot. And how can someone also, get in touch during a depression? It's sometimes difficult, at least I'll speak from my own experience, to
Okay.
go into that place of spirituality that gives me that hope for tomorrow. Um, because they do say that, during the holidays, there's a lot more suicides, because people who are already in a depression, it may be even worse for them.
Yeah.
So maybe you can talk about some of the things that you talk about
Okay.
in your videos, and what a person can do to pull themselves out, or to find just a little bit of gratitude in the day, every day.
Okay. Thank you so much, Allah. Whenever I talk about these things, it's always a privilege and opportunity to shine light in this area. One of the things I want people to realize, gratitude is not pretending that everything is okay. It's not, you don't have, you being grateful doesn't mean everything is okay. It's like, finding peace in the middle of chaos and storm. You are at peace. That is what gratitude means. It means appreciating the little things in life. I'll start with life. The fact for every day you are blessed with a new day, you have to be grateful for it. Because
And
not many,
I
yeah.
didn't mention, I just want to say, you're my first guest. So thank you
Whoa,
for being my first guest. I'm grateful for you
thank
today.
you so much for having me.
You contacted me, and
Yeah,
even though we're so far apart, that we connected and we have this in common, that
yeah,
we look for gratitude every day in the
that's
beginning
right.
of the day,
That's
um,
right.
waking up, just waking up. And so,
Hmm.
thank you so much for being my first guest.
Thank you
I've
so
got to
much for
interrupt
having me. It's a
you.
pleasure. It's a pleasure. Thank you for
It's my
having me.
pleasure too.
Yeah. So
So you
like I
can
was
just continue.
okay, like I was saying, that gratitude is not, it's not you pretending that everything around you is okay or it's going well for you. No. It's about noticing the little positive things that happen in your life, just appreciating those moments. That's what gratitude is all about. For each and every one of us, we all have problems. We all have problems. One of the thing is for you to look beyond. Sometimes you have to look beyond what it is that you're going through. See the light out of it, because surely light will come. Surely light will come. And another thing, when you're grateful, there are so many people who don't appreciate anything. Gratitude go a long way in healing, especially those suffering from depression, because depression happen as a, there are so many things that could cause depression is a feeling of hopelessness, sadness, loss of interest for activities you once loved doing. You All of a sudden you lost interest. Isolation, you keep yourself in isolation, you don't want to do all of the things you normally would do, which, if you don't handle it quickly, it can result to suicidal thoughts. So you being grateful for each moment, knowing fully well, because healing can take time. Healing is a journey. It's a journey. So you have to take it one day at a time. It's a one day at a time thing. So you don't just say, okay, because of these things, and you leave other things that are so important. There are other things too. All the areas of your life, everything is not as bad as you think. So for the
Yeah.
little things, yeah, for the little things that is going on well, you're able to get through each day. Be grateful for that day. You're able to accompany a task, even if, no matter how little that task could be grateful that you were able to accomplish something, you were able to achieve something for that day. And those things go a
Setting a
long way.
goal, maybe
Yeah,
setting a small goal
small goals,
just for
exactly.
that day. Like,
Just for that day.
I don't like, I have a dog, so I don't have a choice. I have to get outside and
Yeah,
walk my dog. And sometimes it's like, oh God, it's a chore. But when I do get out there, and it's a pleasure to be outside, even when it's cold. Right now, today it's warm. It's a warm day, but I'm in the DC Baltimore area, so it's we've gotten to 30 degrees and under 30 degrees. So when it's, zero temperature and
yeah,
it's freezing, and you know, you still got it. If you have a dog, you still have to get out there. It's
that's
just
right.
a task that you don't have a choice in accomplishing. Um,
Yeah,
or maybe, there's for I know that for I was told in my experience that, for instance, by a doctor, that and I have suffered from depression. I do have depression at times. It's a very, difficult. There's and I have no problem to admit that I'm on medication for
mm-hmm,
and and it's a lot of it is just taking your medication. Like
Yeah.
that's also a task that just has to be done. A lot of people don't believe in the medication. I believe, I know it works for me.
Yeah.
I can't speak for other people,
Yeah.
but um, but also, the doctor told me that rigorous exercise. He
Mm.
always, he always, um, um, in he he just made sure to say rigorous exercise. So for a lot of people that have depression, they find that exercise it helps with your endorphins, and even just walking outside. It doesn't,
Yeah.
you don't have to, if you're not a gym person, you can go just outside, or even you can do something like a video in your own house at home. I can admit I have a treadmill. I don't use it that much. I have
Okay.
a gym membership that I haven't been using as much as I should be. So I have these tools that I can use, and it's also about being consistent. So even like the gratitude that we were talking about in the morning when you wake up, um, to have the gratitude that you have a fresh new day,
Yeah.
and that feeling of hopelessness, if you can connect with some kind of higher power, your own spirituality, whatever you grew up with, whatever source of higher power that I think that it's also a big component of uh, of finding gratitude. And
Yeah.
it's sometimes, in a deep depression, it's difficult to be grateful. But if you can think of things in your life to be grateful for, like, that there's people that love you. Be grateful that you have people
People.
that love
Yeah.
you, you know.
That's right. That's right.
And I'll let you expand more on gratitude.
Okay. So at First Culture, one of the first thing we recommend is that look for something very small, tiny that you're grateful for each day. Just sit down, like right now. I can tell you one of the things I'm grateful for today is the opportunity to have connect with you right now. I'm grateful. It's something to be grateful for. So you have to sit down, and sometimes we have to be honest with ourselves. When we are making gratitude list, just sit down, ask yourself, what am I grateful for? Is it that I was able to go to work, accomplish all the tasks that was given to me today? It might be small, but it's something. You did something good. So be grateful for the ability for you to be able to do that thing, no matter how small you might think that thing is. So then we also recommend have a gratitude journal. Have a gratitude journal. Yeah, so you can just pick up your journal, list down three things you're grateful for. You can't tell me everything is bad. There are some areas that are okay. So why don't you list those things down? List three things. Okay, today I'm grateful for the gift of family, like you said. I'm grateful for my dogs. They are fine. They are okay. You have the ability, you are able to walk your dog around. That's something. Be grateful for it. Then be grateful for the gift of provision. You can pay your bills. You are not on mortgage, or you don't have debt piling up for you. Be grateful. And the
Or
list are
even a roof
endless.
over your head.
Yes,
That you woke up in a bed, in a
exactly,
comfortable, in a
exactly,
comfortable bed with a roof over your head, whereas
exactly.
so many people around the world are homeless,
That's right.
have a place to sleep. That's just a small thing to be grateful for. That you're able to have hot water, take a
Yeah,
shower, that you're
that's true.
able to go to the store and get food and pay for the food, because so many people don't have that. And it's a it's just that little, those things are big, but they're also small.
They are also small. You are correct. You're correct. And another thing I was about to say was, sometimes we have to be grateful for the ability for you, for you having the capacity to be able to think right mind. It's not easy. Not everyone is so blessed. Not everyone is so blessed to have that. Then, there are so many people in the world who are homeless. So many people are homeless. So you have shelter, you have roof over your head. Be grateful for it. It's something to be grateful for. And there's something else we also recommend when it comes to practicing gratitude in the midst of depression. Don't let depression over don't let depression takes over you to the extent that you now forget other things that is happening in your life you should be grateful for. We also encourage people to have stickers, gratitude stickers. You can just, if you can put it on your system, your computer, that's your laptop, while working. You just see it, or maybe while you're eating, reflect on what are the things that you're grateful for. You can reflect on it during lunch hour at work. You can reflect on that during lunch hour. Have Incorporate gratitude into your routine, like reflect on them before you go to bed. Evaluate your day. How did my day go? What did I do right today? Be grateful for the things you were able to do right. And also be grateful for being able to make the right decision for each day. You were you were supposed to do this thing and you were able to sit down and make that decision for yourself. Nobody did that decision. Nobody make that decision for you. It's something to be grateful for as well.
But you can
Then,
also be grateful for having people in your life that you can talk to, that make help you make the right choices too, um,
yeah,
for connections with
that's
other
right.
people. I'm grateful for that. Like, I'm grateful that we connected. And but I'm grateful for, family that I can talk to.
Yeah,
Um and as far as, like, yeah, the gratitude journaling, when you start just one thing, it can snowball into more things. So
yeah,
if you're it's a constant practice. Even if you're, a lot of people have a job, don't like their job maybe, but the fact that you have a
you
job,
have a job. Yeah,
that you can earn money to
that's right.
not only, you know, take care of the absolute necessities, but that you have money to go and do other things that you like to do.
Yeah,
You can have gratitude for the fact that you can make a living and you choose every day to go to work. That's a
yeah,
choice.
that's a
That's
choice.
something
You're correct. Yeah. So
that,
another thing I would also like to say is that we should practice the act of kindness, because
absolutely.
yeah, practice. We should also practice the art of kindness. It's a reminder of the goodness we share and receive. Be kind.
And it
Be
doesn't
kind.
cost anything to be kind.
Exactly. Be kind. And one thing, I have a favorite word. I said, you can't give out what you don't have. It's not magic. If you don't have kindness in you, you can't give it out because you don't have it in you. Kindness start from you. Be kind to yourself first.
My mom has the same, we always, not, my mom didn't invent the saying, but charity starts at home.
Yes, that's right. So because you can't give what you don't have. If you appreciate, if you're kind to yourself, then you'll be able to extend that act of kindness to other people. Kindness also reminds us of the goodness we share and we receive. Because you waking up every morning, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. So you have to show kindness, help you to acknowledge that miracle. Kindness will help you to acknowledge that goodness that you are receiving, and you'll be able to share to others as well.
I think that especially this time of year when, maybe people are making donations, maybe, some people are affected deeply by depression because of the holidays. So when you're practicing giving to others, rem-
Yeah,
remember that it all comes back. It's karma. Karma is real, and what you put out, you get back.
yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. So it's you don't have to give a lot. It's actually kindness can be as small as a smile.
Yeah.
One a smile. You may see someone who's not smiling,
Mm-hmm.
and they may be having a bad day. They may
A
be having
bad
a
day.
bad year, and someone, they might look at you strange because you're smiling at them, but you gave that freely. You just you even you It's not about donating money. It can be just about, you know during the holidays people get a little crazy, um
Yeah,
and when, shopping and parking and getting to go and get gifts, and the whole thing of holiday madness, I would call it.
yeah,
The madness, I don't know how it is in your country, but
yeah,
here people get a little crazy. And the funny thing is that sometimes it seems like at the time of year when people should be the most kind, they're actually being the least kind. By, people are getting into fights and standing in line and getting, the things that you want to get. And not everybody goes online and buys stuff. People still go to the stores and look for deals and whatever. And the pressure of giving your family, a nice holiday is also a big thing.
yeah. That's
And
right.
people seem to lose sight of the fact that, don't we say, like, it's the reason for the season? And everybody's, whatever you celebrate, it doesn't matter. The fact is, like I was saying, kindness is free, and just to smile at someone could change their whole day.
That's right. That's right. Then, another thing we can also do, I think this is going to be my last, one of the last tip I'm going to share on this is, we need to learn to speak to ourselves in a more kind way. Be kind to yourself with words, with the things you say to yourself. Speak good things to yourself. Be kind to yourself. But, you can wake up in the morning, just look at the mirror and say some words of affirmations to yourself.
Yeah, I watch, a lot of um stuff on TikTok and Instagram, and where when people are saying, I have abundance, when people they're talking about,
Yes,
looking in the mirror and say, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wise, all those kind of things. I'm
yeah,
aligned with the universe. and the
That's
things
right.
like that. It might be, to some people, it might be a little tacky or, silly, but it work. Those things
It
work.
works. Yeah,
It
it
works. If
works.
you,
Yes.
it works. You tell yourself, that you have abundance, that you have
Yeah.
all these things that a lot of other people don't have,
Don't
and
have.
just those small things are an abundance in your life. And
That's
then
right.
I think I'll probably in that when you say talking to yourself kindly, yeah,
Yeah,
remember to be kind to yourself, and when you're kind to yourself, it grows to be kind to others.
that's right. That's right. Because you've practiced it on yourself, so you are not able. You now have the capacity to be able to share to others. And you wake up in the morning and just look at yourself. That I wake up today winning, and I bet you that day is going to turn out to be a great day for you. It's going to turn out to be a great day for you. And another thing that we probably, I don't know how it is in the US, for every year there's always expectations. People have a lot of things they are, you set your goals. This is what I intend to achieve at the end of the year. So unmet expectation can also, it's also part of the reason why a lot of people will be depressed right now, because they were not able to meet up with the things they've set out to achieve for the year. Sometimes your goal or vision does not literally need to be so big. Start small. And that's my advice to anyone that is watching right now. Start small. There is dignity in labor. You can start building anything that will even stand the test of time. Start small.
Yeah, and
Nothing ever. Yeah, yeah, so you
if
have
you
to start
haven't
small.
if you haven't achieved a goal that you set at the beginning of the year, because with the
Yeah,
new year come the New Year's
opportunities.
resolutions,
Yeah,
and be kind to yourself, that you count the things that you did achieve. Just count the
yeah,
things that you were able to
to
achieve,
achieve.
and be kind to yourself, that if you didn't, achieve it, it's everything comes at the right time, and you will, make a small goal, like, I I want to I'm writing a book, but I kind of stop and start. And
Yeah,
so for me, it's hard to go back and, you know, when you haven't done it for a while, it's hard. So you could set a small goal, like, I'm going to write one page today,
okay, exactly,
and
exactly.
or I'm gonna go again and back to the gym, and if I didn't do it, I'll be kind to myself. Okay, I
That's
didn't do
right.
it today. I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
So little bitty baby steps.
that's right. That's right. You're absolutely correct. So, because most of the time I find out that, expectation kills. When you expect too much from people, from life, nobody owe you anything.
Agreed with
Nobody owe,
that.
yeah, nobody owe you anything. So when you are able to acknowledge this reality, because they are fact, they are reality, you tend to worry less. And for other people as well, who also give so much attention to what people think about them, people's validation, you thinking, will people not consider me a failure? Will people not consider? Who cares about what people say?
Right. Let
Don't
them.
let
Let
them
them.
talk. People will always say something. You're not talking, people will say something. You're doing well, people will say something. So people will always talk. Let them talk. And another thing I will also, my advice is, when you're taking stock of the things that is not going well in your life, also take another book and take stock of the things that is going well. Then
We have a
compare.
comment from
Okay?
someone. Yeah, someone came in and made a comment. I usually tell myself that I know things are different. It's Christian or in
Okay.
law.
All
I
right.
usually tell myself that I know things are difficult, but I can do great things with God helping. And
That's
this
right.
has given me inner strength and self motivation to move
Yeah.
on. Self motivation is the best.
That's right. Self motivation. That's
Thank
right. It's
you for
correct.
the comment,
Yeah.
Christian. Thank you for the comment. Shout out to Christian.
Yeah.
Um,
Kristen, thank
uh,
you.
thank you. I never had anyone comment before on one of
Wow.
my live videos. So thank you, Kristen, for that. And yes, and so for you, it may be God.
Yes.
I mean, there are people out there who are atheists, but and I know some who say, be good just to be good. That's that's kind of their thing. So,
Okay.
we're dealing with a lot of people from different backgrounds and
Background.
different beliefs. So if you have, like I was saying, your own spiritual belief system, whatever, if talk to the universe or God or Jesus or Allah, not Allah, Allah. So if whatever, if you're a Buddhist, if there's so many different cultures and religions, but if you can pull from your own inner strength and also remind yourself, especially people who've been through a trauma
Yeah.
and they, that trauma may still affect them, which may be the reason for the depression. But you have to remember, be proud of yourself for
Yeah.
surviving that trauma
That's
and
right.
for healing from that trauma, being
That's
able
right.
to pull from your own inner strength and whatever spiritual guide that you go to. Be proud of yourself that you are a survivor,
That's
and
right.
not only have you survived, but you are thriving. You may not realize that you're
Mm-hmm.
thriving, but you
Mm-hmm.
are thriving.
Uh, that's correct. That's right, Allah. And one final word, for myself, I'm a Christian, so I believe in Jesus. I don't like you said, we all have different belief system. So I believe in Jesus. I stand in Jesus. So for everyone, there are times I'll have my low time. I'll be low. So I also draw strength from Jesus Christ. I draw strength from God because, I think we've measured it over the course of this conversation that words are powerful. Speak the things you want to see to yourself. If you want to, which version of yourself do you want to see? Speak it into your life, and over and over and over and over. That can be one thing you say to yourself every morning. When you wake up every morning, you wake up from your bed, just tell yourself, this is the version I want to see. This is the version of myself I want to see. Don't just say it. Make step. Take actions. Work towards becoming that version of yourself. It can be slow. It's allowed. It can be slow, but you're making progress. The goal is make progress.
Yeah, it's not everything at once.
Yes. So you
You
just
don't
take it
have
one
to
step at a
you don't have
time.
to be a superwoman or superman.
Exactly. 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 And also acknowledge that we are limited. Sometimes we will fall. So the decision now lies with you. Do you want to remain low or you want to stand up?
And also, I think in the we've gone like 45 minutes about, which is a good
Yeah,
time. And I think I just want to add to the end is that like I was saying, you're not Superman, you're not Superwoman, but
that's right.
acknowledge the accomplishments at the end of the day that you did,
Something
you
good.
you and then also that if you stumble, if you didn't make a good decision, and sometimes people get even more depressed when there was an expectation of themselves to accomplish something and they didn't.
Something.
It's okay. And
That's right.
it's okay when you fall, you just get back up. What you
That's
can
right.
fall 10 times, get up 10 times.
That's right. That's right.
So I
That's
think
right.
we ended on a positive note.
Yeah.
If you stumble a little, that's okay, as long
That's
as you remember that tomorrow's another day, and
exactly.
everybody makes mistakes, and
Everybody.
that's okay. And just tomorrow, we'll look forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll be better. Tomorrow,
That's
I'm gonna, you know, do that task, and I'm gonna be better at that task tomorrow.
that's right. That's right. It's
Well,
been so wonderful.
it was a pleasure. Thank you
Yeah.
for being my first guest,
Thank you
and
so much for
um,
having us here.
I wish you so much success with the false culture.
Thank you so
And
much.
I guess I want to just explain. It's like you're selling like merchandise with positive
Yeah. Yeah. So
reinforcement
we are
on it.
yes. So we are
Oops.
that's I'm going to send a couple of designs to you. We have tote
Okay.
bags, mugs, we have hoodie, t-shirts, notepads. So those are the things we are branded. Then of course stickers.
Okay. Great. So you can like email that to me.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll do just that.
I
I'll do
can,
that.
or you can even share it on my Facebook page,
That's okay. That's
and
fine.
I can share it, publicly with people about. And so I hope that it's very successful and you get it out there, and then you're able to put some of the funds back into the community of. So that's, that's a goal that you have.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Hala, for your thoughtfulness. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for being here today. And
Thank
thank you for
you.
everyone who's
Yeah.
watching or listening. I'm going to put it, it'll be on, I think, on YouTube as well. And I will put it on Spotify so people can listen too. And so I'm very grateful for you today.
Thank you so much. I too am grateful for this conversation we just had.
Okay, and I know it's late where you are and you need to go to
Yeah.
sleep. So I'm going to
Exactly.
let you go.
Thank you. Do
And,
enjoy the rest
and
of your
hopefully we
afternoon.
can do this maybe even once a week.
Yeah, it's possible. It's
Okay,
possible. We can plan
wonderful.
to, yeah, we can plan towards that.
Okay, have a great night. Sleep well.
You
Get
too.
lots of rest.
You
I
too.
hope you have a great week. And I wish
You
everybody
too.
else
Take care.
that's watching and listening a great week too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye.